welcome to the 5th annual season announcement cabaret. Woo! Actually, I had 2 actors in our very first production back in February 2015, and they had both expressed interest in doing a cabaret, Jeremy Cloyd and Brenna Murray. And it was actually funny because I was kind of looking for that next thing that would be an easy, low commitment thing to start bringing more actors in. So I thought, well, if you want to do a cabaret, let's do it. And so I started putting it together, and unfortunately neither of them were available for that one. But Jeremy came back the next year and did the next one. But it kind of has grown beyond what even the scope of what I think that initial intention was, where now every year you kind of get to see the same people come back and do something new and better. We are seeing a lot of growth. We're seeing a lot of these performers really come into their own because they have this opportunity every year, and they know they can work towards something, work towards an audition and performance. So each year gets bigger and better, and each year we have more new faces, but also more people coming back year after year that are growing and learning and expressing themselves in new and different ways. This year is exciting because we've added the house band. Last year we had like one number, and they put together a guitar and some percussion with their piece for that, but then that kind of opened up everyone to wanting to be able to have that option. And so Bradley Gilmore suggested that he would like to put the band together, and I said, well, if anyone wants to do that, then I'll point them your direction. So we have 2 or 3 numbers this year that are using it. I hope that continues to grow, and eventually, we have a really nice mix of, acoustic, but also, the band and the kind of the musical theater rock style that is becoming more popular on all the stages.
And I am not discussing this.
This is the 5th cabaret, and we have had several people do it, year after year, but only one person was in the very first cabaret and every following cabaret. So that's really exciting. Chris Harris, and every year he writes a monologue that's an original comedic piece.
And I don't know if you all know this, but that's what constitutes rider fuel. Cars run on gasoline, heaters on kerosene. Riders trying to hand out a 1,500-word paper the night before it's due run on glazed pastries.
I don't, and here's why. I don't think that it's gonna. I don't want to push it in the cabaret in any one direction. I think that it has to stay open and flexible to what the performers need and want. I never would have imagined bringing a band into it. The first time we did it, we were in the basement of, the old library building, and we had the piano, and there were 30 seats, and I never envisioned that there would be room for a band. But here we are, and there's room for a band. So I can't foresee those kinds of things that people will ask for and want to try out. And the band really came out of a couple of the performers saying, hey, I want to do this piece, and is there any way to get a guitar, maybe some percussion, a bass?
You say forget, I remind you can try to hide, know that I will find you.
And so because of that, it's really kind of where the cabaret has kind of taken that next step forward. And that's just about listening to what the performers want and what they need and what will allow them to grow.
Okay, that's all I've got for you.
Thank you so much.